So what's happening is Big K.A. We back in this thing. K too good sleep with a cutter. Up a turn on the bigger dog on the tongue. We had talked about this little wax situation real quick. So we got over here. Not wax, sorry. This little Absol situation we got over here. Now Charlamagne the God even came out and said this shit sound like a backhanded compliment. But we got a dude called B.Dot is easily disturbed, apparently. That Absol sees redemption arc of Frederick amidst Drake's fatigue. Now, Absol came out and he said, oh, if Drake is the MC I think he is, then he could have redemption, yada, yada, yada. So people like this B.Dot person and Charlamagne have come out to say, oh, you know what? This kind of sounds a little bit of a backhanded compliment. If you're the MC I think you are. You know what I'm saying? Now, like we've always been saying, I've reiterated this many times amongst all the times I have covered this beef. As much as Kendrick did win, he won the battle of songs against Drake. There's no denying that. And if you still deny that, you did not hear the songs I was listening to. And clearly your bias was on. With that being said, I'm not saying Drake didn't put out no good songs. Like I said, I like that Family Matters song. I do. But with that being said, right? Do I feel like Drake's career is over? Is he out of here? Unless Kendrick has proof of that pedal shit and he can really put it out there, Drake's Gucci. He's still gonna sell. Like I said, not that he's transcended hip-hop rap music, but as much as he's in the hip-hop rap music sphere, he's also in pop. He does various things. A lot of people like him. You think with these allegations, if they stuck like that, Camila Cabello would do a song with him? No. But it is what it is. Or songs. I think it was 2 songs. I don't fucking know. Anyways. So he'll be fine. He'll still make his money. He'll sell well. He still does numbers. I believe Spotify said he was like the most streamed artist in June or whatever have you. Sorry about that. So, of course, it is what it is at the end of the day. Like, he's still going to be Drake. He's still going to do numbers. With that being said, you know, people's looking at it as a backhanded compliment. Because, yeah, if insinuates that if Drake is the MC he thinks that Drake is. So he could think lyrically he's not that great of an MC. So again, we don't know. He could be giving praise to him. People are saying that's backhanded compliment. We don't know. We all know Absol and Kendrick, like, they boys, they cool. Even though Kendrick's not on TDE anymore, they fly or whatever. Sorry. Now, something wrong. I got the water over here, but I'll drink that shit after the video. I ain't gonna lie. But anyways, what's this shit called? So yeah, we got this dude called B.Dot who is also taking the Charlamagne stance and saying, oh, this shit, bro, like, come on, for like backhanded compliment. So let's see exactly what's going on. Let's read this shit. Does the rap game have amnesia, or are we just experiencing Drake fatigue at the highest level? Many would like to argue that the Drake-Kendrick Lamar beef is getting dragged up. It fucking is getting dragged up. Perhaps there is some truth to this, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep making videos. When niggas keep talking about it, we're gonna keep making videos. We live in a time where attention spans are limited to seconds and scandals rapidly ripple the newsfeed, one headline after another. It's hard to keep track of anything, really. However, the situation is an anomaly when applying Drake's mother's 72-hour rule. Apparently Drake said this. My mom said to me, you know what? You'll go to sleep tonight. You'll wake up and it'll still bother you. Then you go to sleep again. You'll wake up and it'll still bother you. It will bother you a little less. And then on the 3rd day, you'll wake up and someone else will have done something stupid enough that everyone will forget he once told Zane Lowe. That's the 72-hour rule. I learned to control my emotions for those first 2 or 3 days. That's why I don't run to social media and start yapping about my anger or frustration. But you do sit there and you do sneak this and hire a model that looks like Kendrick's wife, put a wife beater tank top on her, and insinuate domestic violence from your little stuff you were saying in Family Matters. Craziness, bro. You be playing that shit. Them light-skinned niggas petty as hell. I ain't gonna lie. Anyways. I let it sit and it always goes away. It's sage advice that clearly didn't stick in recent years. It unfortunately wouldn't have been effective in this beef, and had Drake simply ignored the releases of Future and Metro's back-to-back albums, We Don't Trust You and We Still Don't Trust You, that that were particularly dedicated to a universal disdain towards the Canadian rapper. The online discourse and industry chatter probably left the online discourse, and industry chatter probably left pressure on Drake's shoulders to respond at the time when he admitted to needing a break to prioritize his health. And unfortunately, if he didn't bite the bait, he likely wouldn't have been able to live this moment down. It was a lose-lose situation, but no one could have predicted the avalanche of diss records to emerge in the span of a few days, nor the damage it would inflict on Drake. But does it really matter? Public perception is easily swayed. Many doubted Drake before push-ups, yet it set the tone for the trajectory of the battle. However, subsequently, efforts such as tailor-made freestyle backfired and put an even bigger lens on Drake's motives as an artist within hip-hop. Is his participation to help grow the culture or leech off it? Questions like these linger in the back of minds these days. Whether or not you're convinced that Family Matters is the best song to emerge from the exchange, I wouldn't say the best song. Best song on Drake's side, but I would say not like Cause Then Family Matters. I do like that singing part though. That third part is hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's the best song to emerge from the exchange, if only due to his lengthy runtime, numerous targets, and beat switches. You can't deny that the Drake stimulus has decreased in value culturally and commercially. It has. Listen, there was a point where Drake would feature on somebody's song, bro. This nigga would run shit. It was ridiculous. There was verses this nigga was giving to nigga. I'm like, nigga, what? You would just, like, bro, you would just, if you were like me standing up, you would just sit down and fall down and put your hands on your face like you're done. Like, you're like, what is this man talking about? Like, this man is great. Nigga has made careers. Block Boy JB. Like, nigga, he has made careers for some niggas, bro. It's crazy. But yeah, nowadays, it's not the same. Nigga, even though Sexy Red is uncoherent as fuck, and she sounds like a dying seal on the "you buy everything" type of song. Yo, she sounds like a fucking dying raccoon. But the fact, the Drake, even though he slid on that motherfucker, I ain't gonna lie, Drake slid on that motherfucker. But, and I do like that he rapped over the BBL Drizzy thing. And he flipped it. But yeah, bro, that didn't really even pop the song off like that. He didn't really do like decent songs, but he didn't really do numbers that he's used to doing for the Camila Cabello song. So it's like, yeah, we do see the decrease. We do. So here's the Absol tweet. If Drake is the MC I imagine he can be, redemption is not off the table. A loss of this magnitude never felt feasible for one of the biggest recording artists whose persona has been protected by an invincible shield. That's especially the case following his bounce back post. Pusha T, where he dominated the summer with hits after effectively throwing in the towel. But anyone with a working pair of ears could argue that since Scorpion, and maybe even before, there was a decline in quality in exchange of prolificacy. So when Absol tweets, if Drake is the MC I imagine he can be, redemption is not off the table, it didn't immediately feel like some sort of ulterior motive to bait Drake or even a shot from the opposing team. Absol's analysis felt like one of a rapper's rap and a student of hip-hop. After all, it didn't take long for old tweets to surface of Absol singing Drake's praises over a decade ago. So it seemed rather odd for B.Dot to respond to Soul's tweets, writing, "The disrespect is disturbing, more accurately describing the allegations that both Kendrick Lamar and Drake dished out on each other." But B.Dot later clarified that he felt a type of way about the condescending tone of Soul's comments before arguing that Drake has played a vital role in hip-hop for the past decade. It's backhanded praise. Rap game caught the amnesia the past 2 months. B.Dot wrote in response to Soul's claiming that Drake could never fuck with the gang them on some rap shit. Oh yeah, Punch also said he didn't say he didn't have a skill set. He actually gave him praise as well. Let's go. Let's be real. Drake's place in history is cemented. Yeah, it is fucking cemented. He's him. You got to give it to him. You nor I could ever strip that away from him, and the music he's made plays a defining role in how hip hop and pop music overlapped in past decade. Not to mention, he's also been a connective tissue between hip hop and R&B for just as long. Despite this beef, Drake reportedly maintained his position as the highest streamed, like I said, highest streamed artist in Spotify on June. At the end of the day, Drake's greatest strength, creating accessible music for the masses that could be enjoyed in any setting. He's become an ubiquitous force in hip-hop who hasn't let his foot off the gas in the past 15 years. Within that time, he's already set scary precedents that have become norms, whether the allegations of using ghostwriters or the AI Tupac verse from Taylor Made Freestyle for clarity. First of all, he wrote the Taylor Made verse. That's number one. Number two, yes, the nigga had some ghostwriters in his time. Or reference tracks in his time, yes. The issue isn't about the collaborative process behind his songwriting prowess. We know he can write when he wants to. It's ultimately about his perceived respect towards the craftsmanship, and those who've led the foundation of his success. Spinning a G-Unit chain in the music video or spending $1 million on Tupac's drums feels more sinister in retrospect. So whether Absol was being condescending or B.Dot simply stunned to see Drake's fall, it was an inevitable outcome for an artist who has oversaturated the market with his presence and spread himself thin. Academics Capella Great and anyone else can claim that Drake is about to light up the summer with a banger, but for that to happen, he'll need to revamp the secret formula. That in and of itself takes time. Weird way to say that. It will take longer than 72 hours to forget the irreparable damage done to his career in the past 2 months, but the best thing for Drake to do is to keep his original plans and take time away from the public eye. Without allowing himself to be missed, Drake fatigue will persist on a massive scale. I will say this, I can see, because honestly this video has gone too long, so I'm shortening it a little bit. I can see where you could say it was kind of like backhanded a little bit. I can see a little bit of that. With that being said, number one, like I said, on both sides, if both of the allegations them boys are saying about each other comes out, both of them are done. That's number one. Number two, right? Like I was saying beforehand, you gotta give it to Drake. Yes, he lost a rap battle. Yes, Kendrick lyrically is better than him. Yes, we could say all that shit. I don't think he's done. And yes, he does have to take some time away and revamp himself. That's why, as much as people get mad or Joe Budden screams, he's like, I don't want this Drake or whatever, because he caters to everybody, you gotta give it to him, because at least he's trying to stay current. He's following the newer artists. He's trying to get current. He's trying to see what sounds are popping, what beats are popping, so he could go rap on those beats so he could stay current. So I do respect that. Maybe it takes away a little bit from his artistry. You could make that case because he's trying to fit in. But I do respect that. At least he's trying. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it does work for him. When this motherfucker was like, I need a one dance, got the Hennessy in my hand. Everybody was loving that shit. So I can't sit here like act like the formula does not work for him. So again, I can't tell his ass to stop. But yeah. We're going to see exactly what happens with it. I'm not too mad at it. Do I think it's backhanded what Absol said? No. Can it come off as backhanded? Yes. I'm not going to lie. Charlemagne and B.Dot are making some points. It is what it is. But like I said, regardless of this beef and Kendrick Lamar winning the song battle against Drake's cemented in hip-hop. He's done his thing. If we're just looking at his career in totality, like I said, amazing music. Even though some of the music he's releasing now is not up to par to what he's put up in the past. It is what it is. Put out in the past, sorry. You still got to give it to the boy. He's done his thing. He put his name on the map. He put his hood on the map. He put a city on the fucking map. You gotta give it to him. As much as we champion Kendrick, if we're just talking about just music-wise and what they have done in their careers, you gotta give Drake that respect. Love him or hate him, you gotta give him that respect. This nigga was giving out careers with some of them features he was doing back in the day. It will come run your fucking song. We didn't give a fuck what you said. This nigga came, did his thing, and left. But yeah, man. Hey, listen, I already went too long. Hey, friendly neighborhood K.A. sign out for today. Shalom Zoom Pisha. Aye.